Some say it's all about 1925 and beyond. The podcast. KC 100 year celebration with Pete A. Kennedy and Marlon A. Kennedy.
Welcome. It is the 1925 and Beyond podcast with your host, Pete A. Kennedy. I'm here with my big brother, Marlon A. Kennedy. And again, we have a session for you that I'm telling you, they get sweeter and sweeter as the time goes by. But let me give you some credit. Went to the college in 1992 to 1995. Look, I'm losing the time frame here. But, you know, my brother and I always I make trouble saying, you know, who represents what. But I play football. You'll hear his. And I played 93 calls, 94 calls, play Manning Cup 95, and then the rest was history. But let me not waste any time because we have to get to our guest. But let me bring forward my big brother, Marlon Kennedy.
All right, thanks, Pete. Welcome, everybody, again to another episode of 1925 and Beyond. It's a pleasure to have our guest today. I also went to KINGSTON College from 1986 to 1993. Our guest today is none than the other Dr. Garth McDonald. It's a pleasure to have been at KC at the time when Garth was there. As we said before, Garth was one of those star boys when it came to the academic side of things. And as you know, when we go in KC, the KC family is big and wide, and we do so many things, and we appreciate. You know, KC is one of the places where the nerd them carry as much weight as the ball of them.
Yes, which is right.
Yeah, you have to take care of the nerd them, and you have to take care of the ball of them.
Yeah.
But Garth is very unique in the sense that not only did he pursue medicine, Garth is also well known in the entertainment industry, and has made a name for himself, and has proven that, you know, you can have your cake and eat it in some ways in terms of what you want to pursue and what you love. But let me not say any further, because I want to take this opportunity to welcome Garth. And Garth, I want you to talk to us and tell us your story and start from the beginning.
Yes, thank you, my Fortis brothers. It is an honor to have been inducted in the Fortis family. I started out at St. Catherine High, went there for 3 years and came to KC thereafter. I remember when I was at St. Catherine High, I used to be getting like 75 and I beat everybody. And the first test I do at KC, I get 78 and come second to last. Me after those a press gas. So class, you had Dave Da Costa and some bright youth. We get government scholarship and 2 government scholarship and them things there. And to buckle up my belt. And, you know, from them time that the competition was so stiff, and believe you, in a chemistry subject, and nobody never beat me after that. So KC was that motivation, that family, that, you know, when we come from St. Catherine, the first nickname I get was Country.
I remember that. I
have to defend myself and I end up with a couple of DJ clash and I have to prove myself. And, you know, I remember when I get the Shaka Power name. O'Neill from voicemail. I was being called Shaka in my community at Duhaney Park because, you know, the Shaka Zulu series was out. Shark holistic, based on being a football shark. Was a shark, but never made any football side or running side or back. Me not make no athletic side. Fully nerd, fully bright. Over here, right? So, you know, we end up over science club and over school challenge quiz. Well, luckily we got some trophies over there. With my influence, you know, I was on the bench of the winning side in 1992 for school challenge. And, you know, we was a captain of the science club team, and we sweep everything over the whole island. So, you know, KC was a great experience.
Nice.
Glad to hear that, guy.
So what farm you went to KC? 3rd farm or 4th farm?
I went to 4th farm. I went into Gibson.
Got it.
And the white epaulet. Because, you know, the shift system was the purple and the white epaulet, and you know, you have to have a crest on every shirt, and you know, those were the days. Plus your tie.
Nice.
So why the shift from St. Catherine to KC? What happened? What caused that?
All right. So some I fell in love with School Challenge and I was going Waterford Primary. My parents were together at the time, and I was so impressed by how St. Catherine High performed the year before. So I put them as my first choice. My parents them furious because them have me as this very bright youth, and them one of the best. I'm for the best school in the country. So my mother used to work at the post office right across the road around on
South Camp Road.
Central Sorting Office.
Yes.
So before she migrate, every year she'll check her KC and them say check back. And when she check for the first year or so, and then she migrate, go to the US. She left my sister in charge. We keep checking and checking. So my sister Camille now, she was checking with Miss Douglas and she checking. And it wasn't until the 10th grade now, KC decided to consider me. So when I was being considered, I never had a biology grade. Somehow the grade never come over. Miss Douglas said, I'm going to gamble upon this little youth. I'm going to give him a chance. And that's how I got into KC at Fort Farm.
Nice.
Good to hear, man.
Nice.
So what was that transition like for you when you walk in a KC and stepping on North Street the first time?
The transition was, just like going to school, but a couple of youth want to test you to see, what you're really made of, and the teasing and the mouthing, and after a while, I just fall into place, and then after I start beat everybody in the class, some respect. Yeah, and then it became this big competition now, and then when them start par. So even though it was a competition, we were working together. We are helping one another. We are studying together. We used to come down at on the campus like on a Sunday, and we play ball and we study together, and we prepare for the test for the coming week, and that's how we just stay up on top of things. Same set of youth. We got a sixth form, and most of it disseminate and go in different areas. But that was the driving force. That teamwork and that team effort and that brotherhood and that camaraderie.
Wow.
So even though you're, where were you living at the time? Because you were to St. Catherine. Were you from the Portmore Spanish Town side of things?
Yeah,
where were you?
Waterford first, and then when my parents divorced, I ended up in Duhaney Park. So it became would be maybe a little well, the distance would be about the same from Duhaney Park to Spanish Town versus Duhaney Park to downtown Kingston.
Got it. Got it. Nice.
Transition wasn't too difficult.
Good.
But moving in a different direction. One against the traffic and one with the traffic. I already had the co-ed experience, being in classes with girls right through, and then the KC experience. So I end up with my cake and I still eat half and still did see.
So what led you along the path now, the decision to go into medicine?
Okay, medicine at the time, if you did well in school, they were going to push in at the science stream. So my aunt was into science. And then being in the science stream is, at the time, it seemed the only two professions related to science was engineering. Are you going to Trinidad? Are you going to medicine?
Yeah.
Me have two left knee. Me not mechanical. Me not a techie time. Automatically a human relation. So there, it had to be medicine for me.
Yeah.
And was it difficult getting to the medicine at UE?
Well, I got straight in from high school. It was about 6 of us from the whole country that gave direct entry. One guy from George's, myself, one from St. Diego. There was a girl from Holy Childhood, one from Andrews, and one from Calabar. 6 of us got in straight into medicine in a class. We started out with about 106, and then we fell down to about maybe 90 when we graduated.
Okay.
Wow.
So what were your scores coming out A-level 6 thing?
I was thinking the same, since them say tap it up, sir.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't super, but them super enough for the island.
Yeah, yeah.
I did get like distinctions in, and distinction would have been an A or a B at A level, level at that time. So there was physics. No. Physics. I did four sciences then. So it was, the distinction was for biology, chemistry, and mathematics. And then I got a D in physics. But at KC, I got like best A level, the best A level prize 1 year, the best CXC prize like 2 years before,
Wow.
A level prize like 2 years after. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So how was medicine school for you now?
Medical school, I decided medical school. So listen, me, I got diversify my life. I'm not gonna be a full book person here. I got to take on other aspects of my life, and that's exactly what I did. So I just do enough, right? And medicine was not easy. When I say not easy, it means it was the volume of work was intense. You know, marking system. It was a closed marking system. So you had, just to pass, you had to be at a way below average. If you get honors and distinction, it have to be way above average. And that just take too much out of me at the time. So I, maintain passing through the medical school.
Got it. And that's because you took on other things that you wanted to do.
Doing medical school, I take on hall life. I was into entertainment. I out to play football, make a football side finally when we went to kick out all one of my knee on the field. Athletics was never really for me. You see me? And it was just a great journey. Final year, I think I was the chairman. I got elected to the guild, and I was the chairman of entertainment. I had to run an election and give speech. And I remember Floyd Morris, that's the
minister,
parliamentarian, the senator. Yeah. He stand up in a debate and take me on wicked, How you proposing your final year of medicine and it being so challenging? How are you gonna, perform on the guild and take on so much more challenges? Yeah, man, I'm just tell him something. You have to prioritize. It's about priority. Yeah. So I did very well at being the chairman of the guild. That year, the student union used to be this place now where them pack up the whole heap of AC ducks down in the student union, the club that was there. There was no life in the student union. There's couple people that play badminton and tennis, and they just maybe have Spectrum and Countdown a year time. I'm gonna say I'm gonna transform that place. I'm gonna get a team of man, and we go down there and we clean out the student union. We take some out of the budget and we buy a set and we put we bring back life to the students union. So the students union where you sit today with this whole heap of shops and this whole heap of things. I think the president was Ivan Cruikshank, and that's where we turn around the guild and the students union to what it is now. This big, active, vibrant place where you have hairdresser, people that do them nails, grocery shop, and everything there.
Yeah.
Union. We actually breathe back life into this big old empty shell.
Yeah. Glad to hear you're part of that team. Garth, I'm going to ask you to sit back, because when you come too close, your camera adjusts, and every time to adjust, you look faded. I'm not sure if you're getting that, Pete.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but you're excited. I will like that, Garth.
Yes, man. That's it. That's it. Always
man. So, all right. So make a continue. So with all that said and done now, the part that I'm most intrigued about, Garth, because I know you as a bookman, more you tell you about the DJ part now, because the youth them are going to want to know is DJ doctor, you're not normal enough.
Yes.
So tell you about the DJ, how that come about now, even if you have to start way back, where you get the lyricist thing from.
So this go back way back to when me just learned to start talk now, and father have a little sound system and him wake up the house every morning and play him all it's on some 45 record and some LP with some Brook Benton and
turntable and thing.
And all of them thing there. And them times when when them you go buy a stereo down on courts and you have this wooden thing in your house and you get and then when the needle broke and all them thing, they back from them days. And me used to DJ on a Yellow Man record. Me turn over the side B of the record.
With the instrumental. Yeah.
Yes.
The rhythm.
Yes, I'm there. I'm a DJ and my father put me up on the box and all of them thing and people applaud and them give pocket money and them thing there. So like, remember at like about age, some used to DJ like a little primary school, little things, and you go over Coconut Park, I have a fair day, and Miss Little DJ contest I go on, and I say, I have to enter. I'm going to enter my song, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Baby Born and Jubilee. I sing about Jubilee from me above. Yeah.
Hey, as some senior DJ lyrics that a long time I hear Jubilee in enough tune,
Yeah.
As some senior DJ thing, the man they were DJ upon Sturgraph and them something and them days them man they talk about Jubilee, But I go the lyrics that man. But go on, continue.
So, me used to build lyrics on the spot and all of these things, and throughout the years my style modified from the Yellow Man, come the Admiral Bailey and the Stitchy, and over the years to the Shabba Ranks, to the Bounty Killer and Beanie and to Cartel, and my style just modify and change and keep up with everything I want around, except this chopping thing,
That's negative, proper negative. That promote some things. Yeah.
So in the music sphere, I try to do some correction or some counteraction, or I try, prevent this total shift, So like, when there's all this warring in the music industry, would have come out with a song like God Bless Elephant Man, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Merciless Baby Sham, or I come out with a song like Book, want the youth them for pressure them book, or when Cartel come now and we do some counteraction, forget the thing, busy and safe, visible.
Yeah.
So throughout the eras, we have been modifying and changing and fixing up to currently, we're talking about the king issue, where it look like this king thing they'll get out of hand and get too heated. And we are saying, they matter about king and them no mention jammies and tubbies. King Yellow Man from Pampas and Huggies. King Big Man Zagazo where they must study. King Cartel take the place in a hurry. You fit talk about King. So that's the newest single we are tear up.
I like that.
So any of this stuff on YouTube? What's in here?
Of course, got them on YouTube. What we are saying?
In Shaka Power and Google, you can find.
Yeah, man, go on YouTube and check out DJ Shaka Power, man. What we are saying?
Maybe close to 100 different videos. Spotify, anyway you type in Shaka Power globally.
Yeah, man. So
whole heap of material, albums.
So with that said, Garth, nothing is nice and rosy. And as a professional medical practitioner, what were the struggles you have to deal with? I mean, if you want to say it, but with your peers, because there's going to be some amount of, I want to say probably envy, because you're a doctor. That's not how the traditional doctor work. Doctor, you bring down this, you bring down that. How have you managed that persona with just staying true to you whilst you enjoy your life?
All right. Well, for me, the challenge was more internal, not a lot external, persons where you feel like you're being pressured, or if you have this negativity within the profession, or even negativity from persons within the population, or that say, boy, I don't want that dirty doctor DJ boy there. See me. I just conduct myself as a doctor when a doctor work. And doctor time and being a doctor, it is serious business. Even though, I'm a jovial doctor, I feel happy, explain things in the best possible way. they think that is, one of my great skills, me able to explain the most complex things in the simplest ways so patients can understand it. So my patient following is huge. Women love me. Through the general practice, the families and the husbands and the fathers.
What's your area of specialty?
Okay, I'm a gynecologist, but I still do general practice. I've maintained that right through. So you have a cough, cold, sinus, eye pain, neck back, and everything as it relates to gynecology. That's me. And I've also dabbled in a little bit of cosmetic surgery. So, I will be there with the cosmetic surgeon. We have taken out a woman's uterus and she wants a tummy tuck. Same time, people find me because the cosmetic surgeons link and me and them are part of the surgery.
Why? Garth can help out some of my KC virgin. You can see someone with some rum belly, boy. They want to go back to when them there high school thing, with the 6-pack and all them something there, So I'm gonna make them link you half the year.
But what are they do? Garth, just for our audience and people who do not know what you do, which is we talk about the other side of your world. I could share a little something with them now and say, cause I find something, So we could share a little something with them now and say in regards to, what this is. This is called unconditional. I DJ Dr. Paul, otherwise known as Dr. Garth McDonald. What is
bang, bang, bang. This love is unconditional. Unconditionally low. Unconditional love. Girl, I love you. Unconditionally low. If I love you one more time, if I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. Girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. If I love you one more time, if I love you one more.
So, my gosh.
Pull
up.
Yeah, man, bad man.
Bad man. Oh my gosh, man.
That sound like it depend on one of them Afrobeat rhythm there. God, yeah, man, that sound bad.
I don't know, but the doctor confirmed the doctor thing.
Yeah, man. Chuan some lax pan got a while ago. You saw a burner boy pass through the place.
Very, very elastic. You understand?
Yeah.
He'd come around the place, we go Afrobeat. And actually, I did a couple Afrobeat songs even before. So if you do the research and, and one of the first Afrobeat songs was before the Afrobeat wave.
Yeah, wave come out.
My third Afrobeat song. But this was it when the Afrobeat around the planet.
So nice.
So, an important question, Garth, because the other day, me and Pete, we had Ali Cat on our thing. And one of the things Ali Cat says that he took control of his music so that him could get as much out of it in terms of his production, is this, is that. How much are you involved in your music apart from just writing the lyrics?
All right. In terms of the business part, I've taken control because I'm now affiliated with Iowa Music, who do a lot of the administration, and is my co-production company. That Chris Thomas, the CEO, a Camperdown man. They know the KC will collaborate. We not just
man. We have friends all over. Yeah, everybody need a KC old boy in their life.
So we collaborate with almost anybody. You understand? We have a collaborate link them too. And it's all about nation building, or we uplift with people. So I've done a lot of productions as well.
Yeah.
I just sent out a nice production that has on Bounty Killer and Sizzlan that's doing well internationally. I've young artists. I have a dancer, Cool Kid. He have a song where now say Voom 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 Beast Man Street. That's doing well in the dance. Getting some global recognition and still in the early phases.
Yeah.
And this whole new thing, turn it up to the max. I saw that this was going to take over the whole planet. We actually made a remake of that, and some songs are coming out on that as well. So I'm very active in production, behind the scenes, motivating some artists to go do them videos and do other things. I've been, quite active. And with the entertainers, most time when they have medical issues, they call either for an opinion or for me to find a way to treat or guide them. So, they have
and that's good.
Because
and your credibility would extend way beyond just what they see in the industry on both sides as well, which is good.
Yeah.
So I heard you mention that you probably have one or two artists that you are probably mentor and push. Are you encouraging them to take the approach similar to you, where there is positivity in their music and countering some of the negativity out there, rather than following them all of the chopper them and them thing there?
All right. Like I would have said 90% of the time, because I don't want persons to lose them individuality and them creativity. So I'm not inclined to record many of those songs. I will say I have not. But even within some of the negative songs comes positivity. I'd say my whole Fully Bright initiative came out of Fully Dance with Valiant, and then I ended up having to counter it, and the countering that became a whole movement, where I ended up going around the island, or at least about 5 parishes, 50 schools over 2 seasons, going into the school, giving out certificates, talking to students, interacting and having positive music performances in these schools. Some tough schools too.
And that is where your influence is needed in a Garth, because those are the ones that are exposed. Those are the ones that are unfortunately grew up in a single parent home, and in majority of the cases the mother. So the distractions are there for both the boys and the girls. So it's good for you to target them, because you won't have the influence I got to Campion and Immaculate and Andrews. You have to go to the other places where the struggle is greater for the staff and everybody. Which is
that's my experience. I know the teachers that do try, but in some of the schools it's actually overwhelming, especially as the children grow and get to the teenage years, and especially when there's not this strong tradition and discipline within the school itself. Sometimes I see where teachers are even overwhelmed in some of these schools. You can imagine what will automatically happen to some of our children going to some of these schools. So it is indeed a challenge. The playing field is not level. I've been to maybe one school, and I was like maybe the 5th presenter there, and there were 4 persons giving that guidance. That sphere. Obviously, I wasn't really needed there. I had other engagements, and I ended up leaving. So some of these schools and in these parishes and in these garrisons, they are what need the intervention even more than others. And that is a fact.
Yeah.
Wow, great work, man. Great work. You're absolutely right. I share the story all the time that even though, growing up with Marlon and, with the pandel, what would I say, the Khan or whatever, because of, I would say, semi lack of leadership, Beenie Man sing a song that I thought was my song and my life, and, we tried to live it. But when you had guidance, or if with guidance, you would have somebody that say, yo, that's art, and you have to be careful, you can't just jump out and do that. So that's one of the things that I'm glad to hear that you're doing in the community, especially just using the talents that God has given you, where you just go back and serve. So mighty work, fellow Fortis.
Really appreciate that, Garth. So Garth, I want to extend my gratefulness for what you have done as an individual. For the moments that you shone at school academically, because I'm glad you said them used to call you country because we interview another KC brother where him a come from up Garden
Dallas.
Town side, Dallas. And the man say a country then call him too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once you come from out of Main Street of Kingston as a
Yes.
KC student, a country man they will call you. You know? But I'm glad to see you weather the storm and where you're at now, Garth. We're gonna ask you, in true fashion for this podcast is to, firstly wish KC 100 the 100th anniversary. Secondly, leave a positive word for everybody up there, especially with the current student body. And third, from your business point of view, if you want to drop any details where people can either follow you or get in touch with you, just run that right here. So now, but it will also be in the notes and the contents of the podcast when we release it. Go ahead, Garth.
Okay, so I want to say a special thanks and congratulations to Kingston College, who obviously has, helped to mold so many Jamaican males. Me being one of them, I think the influence at KC, with no discredit to St. Catherine High, the role there, the strong Christian principles there, also added to my overall, making. So I applaud all of those experiences. Thanks to all the teachers, all the principals, all the persons there at KC who have, kept up this strong tradition, the KC Old Boys Association, all of my fellow KC persons before and after me. When I went to university, they also embraced and make sure that my passage through university was one that was covered. Big up Merrick Foster, big up Parks, so many more, Mark Young. If me cast call name, I can't finish, all of those persons who say, yes, little youth, you have something about you, if you go and push it, understand? School challenge, coach them, Ian Wilkinson, Malaya, who had to come to my defense when some little idiot thing nearly go on. You understand? Casey again, because, once the higher you climb, people are always try a thing. And so, we have to stand resolute and just, always do the right thing. There's so much more to me where we haven't spoken about.
You can run it in a man, same thing, man.
Not
because we feel we wrap up in a gas.
You have to big up KC, so that would I tell you about. But I'm also the senior medical officer at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. That means
well done.
The women's health and all of that, an integral part of that as well, and the whole, improving all of the things related to women's health and neonatology care of our infants in the country. But Kingston College is the place, is the school of choice. We know a lot of girls wish them could have come to KC.
I got two nieces that I know for sure wish them would have got KC, but we're not going to say that thing. That's what I think.
Kingston College is 100. Is one of the greatest alumni in the world. And that camaraderie and that brotherhood. KC, man, them not really arrogant, them just a little confident because of how rich the tradition is, and it is bestowed and it is carried on. And them same thing going at the workplace, and them same thing going in the society. You understand? So we applaud Kingston College, this institution. You understand? It is not a high school, it is a college.
That's right.
So, world, please understand why we're so passionate, because this has poured so much into us that we can go pour it into other individuals. So we have a vibe now. We don't try to hold down nobody. We try to push up everybody where we come across. You understand? It's a spirit.
Yes.
You understand? So thank you, Kingston College. I have to say thanks to you and everything associated with you. So I'm in private practice. I'm at the Crossroads Medical. I'm at Portmore Medical. I'm at MediPlus in Maypen. I work hard right through. I know I'm ease up. Recorded 3 songs in the studio last night and passed through 2 little parties, go represent and heal up 2 man and say, thank you for playing music. Thank you for supporting me. That's how, case people. We'll attend 100 funeral if we have to attend it.
Which is right.
People, you understand? People are so important, and love and respect, you understand? We definitely carry through the world. So that's what I want to tell every single youth. The manners and the respect and the love and the energy that you radiate, that will carry you much further than just academics alone. That can only bring you so far. Because if some people come into an interview, I'm more inclined to employ the person who look like them have manners and can deal with them people skills. Because we can't hone the other things. But some things like care and empathy and them thing there, if them not inside of you already, it's harder to put them inside of you. So I'd ask people to pay attention. Youths, well, just in your phone and in your tablet, develop some people skills. And, develop respect and love and honor. Respect those who go before you, and the respect go where it come from. So you respect others, respect will come to you.
Thank you very much, God. So do you have a YouTube channel? Shaka Paul have a YouTube channel?
Oh, Viva, and a lot of my things scattered all over the place. But if you say type Shaka Paul, Instagram, TikTok, all of them things pretty active.
And it's Shaka spelled Shaka.
Yes.
Pow.
Yes. And then
Shaka Paul.
McDonald, OBGYN, that page is also active. Crossroad Medical page that's also active. Because I know we have to keep up with the youth them and technology. So I'm out there. I'm gonna try, inspire a little through, the social media aspect and educate and entertain.
Okay, so it's true. Me love the thing and we are work on it. I am actually looking to follow you right now. So you have Shakapo _ music, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you have Shakapo _ outfit. Is that correct?
Yes.
Just to make sure, yes.
So the outfit are the fashion part of things, the style thing.
Yeah, the fashion. All right. So I was trying to create something like the Gaza, right? Or the Gully.
Yeah.
So I was the outfit general. So the outfit would be like a piece of the army where you say down to that outfit. But over time, it become fashion.
Okay.
Got it. Man. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The one and only nerd, doctor, and DJ in a one. Come from the one and only North Street
and part-time baller. And
part-time baller.
Right,
but him say if them knock out the left knee. Yo, Garth, doctor, I say Garth, Shaka Paul. I don't even know what to call you. But man, honor and respect and thank you for your time for joining us on the 1925 and Beyond podcast to share your KC journey. Join KC at Fortis Farm, right?
Always have a piece of purple on me.
Yes, man. Yes.
Always.
Yes, definitely. It's a pleasure. Thank you for the work you do in the community. Thank you for the work you do for the women, for the youth, and just you offering your best. And I always tell people, you see what you are doing? It's not work, It's just love, like you say. And it's because it's a part of you. This is why people sometimes say, oh, is it that, DJ or doctor all over the place? Or sometimes Mr. Kennedy always up on the move. It's life. It's not work. It don't feel like work. Because we're doing what we love and we're doing what we were created and called to do. So please, man, tap into it like what Doc said, DJ said. I love the nerd. You're one of the first people I think we can all nerd and them just accept it and understand that's what it is. But it just comes with that. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But before you leave, we end every session with the KC motto because it means so much. So we're going to wrap it up just with the motto. So here we go. It starts like this. Fortis.
Cadere.
CEDRE. None Potest.
Yes.
The brave may fall. but never yield.
Yeah.
What good, my brother. I appreciate you. We'll definitely connect. Much respect. And I just learned a man say, Fortis now, no, Fortis then, Fortis now, Fortis forever.
That is it.